All right, so down here, right, we are going to talk a little bit about the first topic of your secondary 1 work, right? The first topic of your Sec 1 work. So the first topic of your Sec 1 work, right, is actually talking about something called prime numbers. Right, but before going into prime numbers, right, I want to talk a little bit about something called the test of divisibility. All right, this one is something special. All right, this one is something special. I just want you to be able to work without your calculator. All right, so you might want to take out an exercise book. All right, and this will be very helpful for you. All right, can you please take out an exercise book? All right, then some of the notes you can actually copy down. All right, so maybe this exercise book, right, can be for mathematics. All right, so in future, everything that is math, right, you can actually update into this exercise book. Okay, that will be a good place to have. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so we are going to do something called the test of divisibility. So this test of divisibility, what is it about? It's actually, right, asking you not to use your calculator, all right, but you're still able to calculate whether if a number can be divisible by another number or not. All right, it's very interesting. Come, let's take a look. All right, so down here, right, if you can, right, I need you to open up like a table for me, maybe. All right, a table. All right, so maybe this is your exercise book, right? All right. So your exercise book, try to have it as a A4. Then of course you can write Sec 1 math. Can? And usually I have all the dotted lines exercise book inside, right? Which is make things easier for me. So the name, obviously you write your name lah. All right, and the class, you can call it class awesome, can? All right, so whatever math related, all right, for secondary 1, you just got to put it inside here. Whatever math related, Sec 1, you can just put it inside here. Understand? Okay, so on the first page, right, maybe you can open up, all right? You can write out words like this, test of divisibility. Okay, and you can actually have a table. Okay, we're going to do some of the numbers first. So for example, right, whether a number can it be divisible by 2? This is easy. All right, whether can it be divisible by 2? That's easy. All right. So down here, okay, can it be divided by 2? Okay, what must you take note of? All right, whether is it divided by 2, what must you take note of? Very simple, very simple. All you got to ensure is that the last digit, all you got to do is to ensure that the last digit, right, is a what? This one is easy. Last digit is an even number. All right, what's the meaning of an even number? All right, so for example, even numbers are like 2, 4, 6, 8, and a 0. So the last digit ending, right, 2, 4, 6, and 0, right, it means what? Definitely can divide by 2. All right. So we can also have an example over here. Okay, we are just going to do some of the more common one. All right, so that this actually helps you to determine whether numbers can it be divided or not by that number. All right, because sometimes, right, in Sec 1, very irritating. Your teacher don't allow you to use your calculator. Right, in Sec 1, sometimes your teacher very irritating, don't allow you to use your calculator. So how? So you need this skill. All right, you need this skill to ensure, to determine, all right, to see whether you are able to calculate fast or not. Can? All right. So if you look at the last digit is an even number, it simply means that can divide by 2. All right. So a quick example is, for example, this number 398,578. As you can see, the last digit here is a 8. All right. It's an even number. Even. All right. So what does it mean? All right. This means that confirm confirm can divide by 2. This number can divide by 2 because 8 is a even number. Understand? Okay? So next one, divide by 3. This is very, 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 very useful, children. Trust me. This is very useful. All right, so to determine whether a number can divide by 3 or not, I need you to add up the digits. All right, I need you to add up the digits. All right, go and find out the sum of digits of the number. I need you to find out the sum of digits of the number. All right, if the sum is a multiple of 3, all right, this means can divide by 3. All right, if the sum is a multiple of 3, all right, can be means can be divided. All right, can be divided by 3. Can be divided. Can. So for example, another number, or maybe can we use this same number again? All right, let's see. 398578. What do you do? You're supposed to find the sum of digits. Means that if you go and add them up together, plus, 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 you plus the digit. All right, let's play cheat a bit. All right, let's play cheat a bit. Let's use the calculator to add. All right. All right, so down here, let's take 3 plus 9 plus 8 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. That's the meaning of adding the digits. All right. So 3 plus 9 plus 8 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is equal to a 40. Can you see not? And this 40, this 40 is what? This 40 cannot. This 40 is not a multiple of 3. All right. All right. Which means what? Which means that this number 398578 cannot be divided by 3. Understand not, children? All right. Can we have another example? Sure. Sure. All right. So for example, right, another example, right? For example, we can have this other number. Let's say 4, 2, 6, 9, 1, 2. Right. 426,912. Right. Can this number be divisible by 3? So that's my question, right? That's my question. Okay. So how? Instead of using your calculator, because sometimes we cannot use the calculator, let's try to add up the digit. So 4 plus 2 is a 6. 6 plus 6 is a 12. 12 plus 9 is a 21. 21 plus 1, 22, 23, 24. Oh, the sum will give you a 24. The sum will give you 24. And 24 is a multiple of 3. Is a multiple of 3. All right. So it means what? It means that what? This 4, 2, 6, 9, 1, 2 can be divided by 3. Can. Right. Don't believe? Let's try. Right. Don't believe? Let's try. Now you take your calculator and try. 4, 2, 6, 9, 1, 2. Divide by 3. Can. It becomes 142,304. Can. Understand not? All right, so to determine whether a number can divide by 3 or not, all you got to do is to add all of them up, all the digits. All right, if the digit enables the sum of it, right, is actually a multiple of 3. Multiple of 3 means can divide by 3. All right, it means that the number itself can divide by 3. Can? All right. Okay, next. Let's try a few more. Okay, can the number be divided by 4, for example? Okay, how do you determine if a number can be divided by 4? For this one, right, you have to look at the last 2 digit. All right, you have to look at the last 2 digit. All right, so the last 2 digit must be divisible by 4. All right, so the last 2 digit means what? Oh, okay, so back to this same number, back to this same number, 4, 2, 6, 9, 1, 2. Can you look at the last 2 digit? The last 2 digit is a 12. 12 is a what? All right, the last 2 digit 12. 12 can be, all right, 12 can be divided by 4, right? Right, 12 can be divided by 4. It means that what? It means that this number 4, 2, 6, 9, 1, 2 can be divided by 4 ultimately. All right, so these are some of the tips and tricks which I think is important because not every time you can use your calculator. All right, and when you cannot use your calculator, right, all this will have to come in handy. All this will have to come in strong for you. All right, so that you can at least do it faster, so that you know you have enough time during exam. Can? Okay, let me just go on a little bit more. Okay. How do you determine if a number can be divided by 5? Oh, this one you know, this one you know. All right, this one you know. All right, if a number can be divided by 5, right, it means that what? All right, it means that this number, right, the last digit must either be a 0 or a 5. All right, the last digit must either be a 0 or a 5. Okay, so for example, this number 623,155. All right, or maybe 738,930. So whenever the last digit here, can you see, it's either 5 or 0, it simply means that what? All right, can be, all right, both numbers can be divided by 5. Okay, do you understand? All right, by looking at the last digit. Okay, so if you can write this down neatly, all right, then you'll be able to have a compound list. All right, so next time you can just refer to this. Okay, teacher, don't let you use calculator. It's okay, don't worry. Okay, so how about if a number is divided by 6? All right, so we do a couple more. All right, we do a couple more, maybe 6 and maybe another number. All right, let's do another a couple more. All right, okay, okay, whether a number can divide by 6, this one you have to follow 2 sets of rules. All right, this one you have to follow 2 sets of rules. All right, because 6, right, 6 is actually a what? 6 is actually made up of 2 timetable and 3 timetable. Is that true? So the number 6, right, is actually 2 times 3. All right, so if you make an intelligent guess, yes, all right, it must satisfy the times 2 and the times 3 rule. All right, so 6 is actually made of 2 times 3, so it must satisfy the divided by 2 divided by 3 rules. All right, so what do? You have to first check that what it is a even number. All right, so you must ensure the number is an even number, means that can divide by 2. Divisible by 2. All right, that is the first check. And the sum of digit